I can't rest, Lloyd. I don't
If you don't lie down, you're going to fall down. Now, come on, Estelle's made up a nice cot for you. I want you to get some sleep.
There are other people out there, though.
Most of the others are sleeping by now, Liza.
You're not going to be able to do anything for them if you've already collapsed.
She'll be with Tiara.
Tiara's going to be just fine. She's already fast asleep.
But what if she wakes up? I don't want her to be alone.
She won't be. I will be there. I promise you. Come on, get your feet in.
Sounds like I don't have any choice in the matter.
None whatsoever. That's it.
Oh.
Feels good, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's it.
Can I get you anything?
No. What about you? You must be exhausted.
No, I'm not. Certainly not. If anything, I feel recharged. Can't remember the last time I felt so useful. Well, I suppose I better go and look after Lloyd. He's been so worried about other people. I'm afraid he might overdo it. Hogan?
Hogan, not now, please.
Yeah, I know we've been through a lot. But we need to talk.
Mom, come on. You took the load off already. I'm okay. You know, even Mother Teresa had to rest every once in a while.
You win. You win.
Oh, it's quiet now. Maybe you can get some rest.
It's amazing, isn't it? You think of the pandemonium that was going on in here a little while ago.
Yep. You sit down, rest your feet, maybe sleep a little bit, okay?
Oh, my poor feet. I don't think they're ever going to be dry or warm again.
What are you complaining about? Look at this.
Oh, Patty, look.
Who cares about shoes?
My kingdom for a pair of dry socks.
I'm gonna go see if I can find some more supplies. Okay? Maybe I can find us some shoes.
Sorry I wasn't here for you, Joe.
You're here now. Oh, boy, I've never been so glad to see anybody in my life.
Search for Tomorrow is sponsored by Puritan Oil. Today, many health experts recommend lowering the saturated fat in our diets. So you should know Puritan Oil is more than cholesterol-free. It's low in saturated fat.
When my husband decided to cut down on saturated fat and cholesterol for his health, I made some changes in our diet. One was to remove the fat from chicken. Another was to use Puritan oil. It has less saturated fat than corn oil and most vegetable oils. Look, when frozen, the leading vegetable oil hardens and traps the tomato. It has more saturated and other fats. Puritan lets the tomato fall. It has less of these fats. Puritan's great for preparing a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol to help reduce serum cholesterol. And that may help lower my family's risk of heart disease. Try cholesterol-free Puritan with less saturated fat than most leading oils. I think it's important to cut down on saturated fats. Don't you?
After playing against some pretty tall competition, you probably think I shower with the deodorant soap. Not anymore, because I made a break from deodorant soaps. A clean break with Ivory. Look inside. Ivory's a basic natural soap. Not like soaps that leave deodorants or heavy perfumes all over you. With Ivory, I feel clean, I smell clean. And that's an honest clean.
Make a clean break with Ivory. No soap can get you cleaner, no matter what size the competition.
Darling, you're looking at history in the baking. Starting March 1st, you'll learn the identity of the best tasting chocolate chip cookie that ever come out of a bag. That's March 1st. I'm talking a whole new cookie. I'm talking love.
Boy, was I worried about you. My family all right?
Yeah. Danny has some stitches in his legs. The rest of them are okay.
Good. I heard there was some casualties.
Yeah, Evie's father drowned.
Sorry to hear that. She and her mother taking it all right?
Evie's handling it. I'm not so sure about her mother.
Yeah, well, listen. We'll have to help however we can. Everybody else is all right, though, huh?
Ryder died.
Oh, Joe. Oh, my, I can't believe that. He was such a good boy. Always so enthusiastic about everything. Like he spent every day last summer with Danny and TR. TR's all right, isn't
Yes, yes. He died saving her.
he? Anybody else?
No. No, thank God.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
That's what it is, too. It's a miracle.
Stu?
You were expecting maybe Sonny Crockett?
You are a sight. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Hey, what's this?
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, that. What did you think I meant? You tanned?
Now, you see, I heard about the flood on the news in Florida, so I grabbed the first plane I could get out, but I had to go via Chicago. There I was, so I fortunately ran into this guy who ran a chopper service to here, so I talked him into dropping me off.
Dropping you? What do you mean dropping you? Dropping you where?
On the roof. Where else?
You dropped onto the roof of this building from a helicopter. Stu Bergman, what are you trying to do? Break
Joe.
your arm again? You could have
Joe,
broken your head.
Come on now, honey. Look, I'm in one piece, aren't I? You didn't expect me to stay away, did you? Now, where are my grandkids? I want to see them. Are they all right? Where are they?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just ran into Lloyd. He said that Liza's in one of the storage rooms down the hallway there.
Ah.
She's finally getting some rest.
Oh, thank goodness.
What do you mean, thing? Joe, Liza's all right. You're not keeping
Yes,
anything
yes,
from her.
she's fine. She just had a little rougher time than the rest of us lately. How'd you make out looking for supplies?
Well,
Any food?
No food, but I got some medical stuff here. They said there may be something in the basement. I thought I'd go take a look.
Yeah, I'll go with you, honey.
No, it's okay. You stay here.
Now,
alone.
listen, I didn't cut my vacation short to come back here and sit on my duff. I could have done that in Florida. I'm here to lend a hand. Both of them, okay?
Why don't I go too, and that way there's no argument.
All right. Looks like I'm outnumbered. Follow me.
Joe. Honey, now tell me, what is all this about Liza?
I didn't want to worry you. But you'll find out anyway. She was attacked the night before the storm.
Attacked?
I know you've been through a lot. You married someone else. We all make mistakes. You're gonna have to deal with that one, Liza. get through that. We'll get through all of this. And we'll be stronger for it.
It would be so easy. It would be so easy to rush into your arms and be swept away again. I can't do it this time, Hogan. I have to think for myself this time. I have to take control of my life. I've got to know I have the ability to do that in my heart. It's so hard to understand.
We're all tired. You should get some rest.
Sorry, Hogan.
I thought things would be a lot smoother for you and Liza now. Now that Lloyd and Liza aren't together anymore, I'd assumed...
You'd assumed what? Estelle, you have no business assuming anything.
It is over for them, isn't it?
Well, I'll be darned. After everything that's happened, you still want Lloyd back, don't you?
The special richness of Folgers crystals. Enjoy the same richness in decaffeinated Folgers crystals, made from Folgers mountain-grown coffee. The only decaffeinated with Folgers' rich aroma and those dark, sparkling crystals that burst into Folgers' deep, rich flavor.
That is rich.
Enjoy mountain-grown decaffeinated Folgers crystals.
Wow, what a party.
Lasagna, what a mess.
Take me to your kitchen.
You'll help do the dishes?
Not with that lemon liquid. Here's something better for this job. Introducing new improved Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid on foods like this.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Joy made this sparkle.
Uh-huh. Beautiful table you set.
Thanks to Joy.
New lemon fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
There's a reason we made new Oscal 500 chewable tablets. There's a reason we made them chewable. There's a reason we made them taste so good. There's a reason we made new Oscal 500 chewable tablets, a delicious calcium supplement you'll enjoy adding to your diet. So you'll do something about calcium deficiency before your body does.
The magnifying glass doesn't lie. This woman just cleaned her face with soap and water. Look at the makeup and dirt it left. I recommend Pond's Cold Cream. It lifts off the dirt and makeup that soap leaves behind. See? No soap can do what Pond's does beautifully.
Gina! There's nothing like coming home to the homemade taste of spaghetti with delicious ragu sauce.
Miss me?
It's delicious.
It's great to be home.
Ragu spaghetti sauce. That's Italian.
Let me get this straight, Joe. The same guy who roughed you up in San Marcos is the same guy who killed Sarah and Stephanie.
If I'd known he was here, maybe I could have figured it out.
Oh, sure. Maybe you would have put yourself in more danger, too. Oh, by the way, do they know what happened to Wendy?
We may never know.
Well, thank God Hogan was there for Liza.
We owe a lot to Hogan. This whole thing was over because of him. It's a horrible nightmare.
What's in that box?
Oh, please, God, if you're listening, some food. Oh. No, I wasn't thinking about this kind of food. Maybe I should have been a little bit more specific, you know? Hamburger, fries, a shake.
I'd settle for a change of clothes, maybe something dry and clean. If I don't get out of this soon, it's going to walk off.
You know, if I'd only known, I would have insisted they make room for my suitcase on that helicopter.
His helicopter.
Stu, you were flying over the town. How did it look?
Well, most of it's underwater. What's left of it?
That bad?
Yeah, that bad. I kept thinking about all the people, where they're going to go.
Where are we going to go?
Hadn't thought about it. Assumed we'd go back.
From what I could see, Joe, there's not much left to go back to.
Then we'll just have to think of something else.
Hey, you said you needed clothes?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, that must be for the doorman of this building.
Hey, and maid's uniforms. Get a load of this. They're dry, they're clean. Who cares as long as they fit?
well, there seems to be plenty here.
Ta-da.
Hey, listen, I'm going to go to the storeroom next door. Maybe I can outfit us all in maid's uniforms.
Okay, honey.
We are going to rebuild, you know.
What?
We are going to start over. If we have to start from scratch, we're not going to let this get us down.
Have we ever?
Oh, boy, I'm glad you're back. Yes, all right. Perhaps I do want him back. Perhaps I do, and perhaps I don't. For the first time in my life, I really don't know. When I first met Lloyd, and I was younger, I knew then. I wanted him desperately. He wanted me. I didn't even have to try to control what I felt. The rush of feelings I had whenever he was around me. But then we were married for a bit, and Lloyd became more and more embroiled with all his business activities. And then I had to learn how to mask my emotions. How to keep anyone from knowing anything about what I was feeling. It's funny, after a while, it becomes such second nature to you that you no longer know what's real and what isn't. You know, what you hate, what you love. And then Teresa came back into my life. And I found that I've been spending more time with Lloyd, and all the walls that I've so carefully constructed and built, they're breaking down, they're chipping away.
How can you have any feelings for him at all? After the way he's treated you, sending you to San Marcos, telling your children that you were dead, not telling you that TR was
Look,
still
Hogan, I am
alive,
very, very well aware of what Lloyd has done in his past. I'm also very well aware of what I've done in mine. Now, all I can do at the moment is just to deal with what I'm feeling at the moment.
TR's still asleep. How's Liza? She's all right. I'll leave you two alone now.
Well, what's all that about?
Haven't a clue. How's your back?
It's, be fine.
Why do you always do that?
Always do
You
what?
always deny it when something's bothering you, as if by pretending it's not there, it's somehow going to go away.
All right, it's been better. It's been worse, but
Yes, I
it's been
thought
better.
so. Come over here.
What are we going to do?
I'm going to make sure that you rest that back. Now lie down,
Fine,
Lloyd.
really. But
That's what you said after the first time you took me sailing, remember?
Well.
And then you couldn't get out of bed for a week.
that was a little different, as I recall.
Yes, it was. You were much, much younger.
Oh, now.
Lloyd, you are going to be flat on your back for a month. If you don't
Okay,
watch
all right. I give up. What do you
Right.
want me to do?
I want you to lie down.
Gently. Just...
Feels better, doesn't it?
Well, some.
I thought it might.
I am telling you that I love my pine cleaner.
We challenged Mrs. Rubin to test her pine cleaner against Spick and Span pine to see which would clean toughest bathtub grime the best. The winner, Spick and Span pine.
There is no doubt that it is the most effective thing that I have seen.
And it deodorizes and disinfects, too.
I'm more than willing to change to Spick and Span pine because it's proved to me that it works the best.
Spick and Span pine. Among leading pines, it's the best for cleaning bathrooms, or our name isn't Spick and Span.
What a mess. My daughter left a lipstick in her pocket, and before I even noticed, I washed it. I had to try something, so I grabbed Liquid Tide. Guess what? Not one mark of the lipstick remained. Thanks, Mrs. Judy Davis.
Can your liquid get out melted lipstick? Liquid Tide did. You'll be surprised at the things Liquid Tide gets out. Surprise yourself.
This week, we're previewing 3 hot new releases from Lean Cuisine.
And what a delicious lineup it is, food fans.
Tuna lasagna with spinach noodles.
Veal primavera positively vibrant.
And a tempestuous turkey Dijon.
And as usual, Stouffer's Lean Cuisine brought each one in for less than 300 calories.
But it's the taste that'll make these new Lean Cuisine entrees big hits.
Get in line right now.
I'm on my way.
What?
3 new Lean Cuisine entrees from Stouffer's. Clear.
So that people understand.
Accurate.
We'll be right on the money with it.
Fair.
I just wanted to call and check.
When you need news, you need NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
I'm not asleep, Patty.
How did you know it was me?
I can tell by your shuffle. After everything you've been through, you still sound like you're sneaking off to class.
Gotcha.
Don't you ever stop?
What for?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe for some refueling.
Well, if you could find some fuel, I might be tempted.
No food, huh?
Just a carton full of ketchup in the basement.
You know, when I was in college, we used to mix it with hot water. Made great tomato soup.
Well, I'm sure the possibilities are endless, but I'm going to hold out for something a little bit more substantial, thank you very much. We did find some clothes, though, some building uniforms. Maybe we can use those.
Yeah, sure, the owner of the building would be thrilled.
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't have any idea. I guess we'll find out soon enough, as soon as he learns that we're all camped out here in his place.
Or her place?
Or her place, yeah. Why don't you, just come over here and sit down. You need to get some rest.
I can't, Hogan. I'm too wired.
Well, you're going to get short-circuited if you don't relax. Now, just relax. Take a deep breath. There. It's a very special massage. It was taught to me by a little Japanese person. It's Hiro McLoveyou.
Perhaps you should see the doctor.
Oh, I just need a better sofa, that's all. Get a little rest, it'll go away. The doctor's busy enough as it is. Well, Stu! When did you get in, huh?
Just a little while ago. Where's Liza?
She's right in there, but I think she's sleeping.
Well, I'm not going to wake her. I just want to see her.
Granddad! Oh.
These are the hands of an arthritic. Hands that know painful stiffness in the fingers. These are the hands of Phyllis Grandy. And this is her formula for arthritis pain. Arthritis Pain Formula from the makers of Anacin, now in new maximum strength caplets that give hours of relief from minor arthritis pain.
I have arthritis, but it doesn't have me.
Arthritis Pain Formula.
Cedric? Federica! Ah, you bring your boyfriend, eh? Okay. Dinner for 2. let's see what's on the menu for lovers. No amore. For you are the best. Tonight, tender bits of beef in a nice, rich gravy. That's amore.
Give your cat a little love every day. Amore.
Angelo, no, eh? The way to the heart is through the stomach.
Better?
Yeah, a lot better.
See, I knew I wasn't too bad at this.
I never complain.
Looks relaxing.
Oh, hi. Papa was just telling me that my neck was tense. He was just trying to get some of the knots out.
What?
Where's Stu?
Maybe Stu's here?
Yeah, he flew in today.
In a helicopter, no less. This was Liza.
Well, I need to talk to him. Excuse me.
Hogan?
Yeah.
Thank you for the massage. Well, I think I'm going to go check out the restaurant that they're opening up in this building. Maybe the diner, too.
Be careful.
What are you talking about?
Just kidding. Coming out of a divorce, you've been hurt. I don't want it to happen again.
I don't plan on that happening again, Mom.
I'm here for you now, honey. And I'm going to see that things get better for you.
Wish you could, Granddad.
Honey, the worst is over. You've got to put it behind you.
I'm still married to Lloyd, though.
You don't have to be.
If I don't want to be.
Honey, I've never encouraged anyone to divorce. But after what Lloyd's done to you, well, it was never much of a marriage in the first place, was it?
No.
Liza, breakups are always difficult, but once the marriage is over...
I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm carrying Lloyd's child.
Tonight, it's a night of stars on NBC. First, Jack Klugman stars in the comedy series premiere of You Again. He's a reluctant father locking horns with his man-of-the-80s son. Then, Valerie Harper's back in the comedy premiere of Valerie. She's one woman in a house full of males. And not since Columbo has Catching a Killer been this clever. Andy Griffith shines as the country lawyer defending a big city big shot in a world premiere movie, Diary of a Perfect Murder, tonight.